Look, your conjugate says you change the opposite of the imaginary component. So my conjugate here is 2 terms. You would only, guys, I'm recording. Sit. Okay, I would only multiply by the conjugate, which is the opposite of the 9i, not the 3. It's not -3, it's 3 plus 9i. That is a conjugate. You do not mess with the real number. You only mess with the imaginary number, okay? You essentially create a difference of 2 squares, okay? So if I now multiply, I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to need more space. Okay, 2i times 3 is 6i. 2i times 9i is 18i squared, right? And remember, we're going to use this I squared is equal to -1, right? Okay, so then let me do the bottom. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times plus 9i is plus 9i. Why did I say that? 27. What's wrong with me, you guys? 27i. No one was going to say anything? You're going to let me write 9? Yeah. Really?
I wrote down mine too.
Are we tired? Maybe we're tired. Come on, you guys got to correct me. Okay, what is -9i times 3?
Say it again. Times 3?
3i squared.
What times 3?
-9 times 3. It's not my 9i like what I did earlier.
-27.
Very good. See, we're awake. -27i. And then what's -9 times +9? -81 I. Very good. I squared. Okay. The reason why you produce the conjugate that only changes the imaginary component is because you're always going to have these 2 middle terms. They're always going to be 0. They're always going to be opposite. And so really, it's the first and the last. So eventually students realize, like say if I was to do this again, a student would say, okay, 2i times 3 is 6i. 2i times 9 is 18, positive 18, but it's going to be an I squared, so I already know it's -18, right? I'm kind of being shortcut right now. 3 times 3 is 9. -9 times +9 is -81, but that's going to be an I squared, so that's going to be positive 81, right? So you can get faster with it. It's just I'm really being really extra because I'm the teacher. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to eventually get here. So now I squared is the -1, so this is now -18 plus 6i, which that's what I have here, right? It's just switched. And then here I have 9 minus 81, but again, this is -1, so -81 times -1 is plus 81, and that's what I have here as well, right? So remember, the middle 2 terms are always going to end up being opposite. So really you just go the 2 front, the 2 back, those are your 2 terms. Just go ahead and clean it up, okay? All right, and so I end up with -18 plus 6i, 90, and what can I divide by? Just 3? 6? Does 6 go into that? Yeah, right? 6 goes into 90. Okay, if I reduce and divide by 6, I get -3 plus 1i, and that's 15. And there you go. Okay, start 10, I'll just be a little delayed, and I'll write it up, right? And I'll do it the long way, and I'll do it the shortcut way, all right? There. I need to turn it off, but I know it's going to go blank, so is anyone still coughing? No? I can shut it off? Yeah. Because it'll come back in like a minute and a half. It just has to load on the desktop. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.